story behind the rusty knife that was reportedly given to you by Claude Moulton's brother?
Claude Moulton's brother came to me and said he thought that his brother Claude was involved in my daughter's disappearance. And one of the things he said is this bloody, it looked like a big, long, super jackknife, but it had red stains on it. No question about it, you know? So I had that, and he gave me a couple other things that belonged to Claude. I went to the state police and couldn't find, it was on a Sunday or something, the state police building up there. I couldn't find anyone to give it to. I couldn't find a state cop in the state cop headquarters. So I left and I mailed it to the director, the head guy, the commander of the entire state police. I mailed him that, and I never heard a word whether. He did get it because I had the return thing, the certified return mail, and so I know they got it, but I never heard a thing about it. That's another thing that they have never gotten back to me on.
I think that one of the things that Strelzin said is that everything that they've gotten into their possession, they've tested. So I don't know.
No, we have no way. That's what prompted me the whole time to conduct my own investigation. I do not trust the cops. They're trying to exculpate themselves from any responsibility, you know. But anyway, that's something that happened, and that's the bloody knife. Did Claude or Larry have a story to go with that, or anything else other than I think my brother's a bad guy? No, it's just an extremely bad character reference for his brother.
Once we had a handle on the timeline, who saw what did and did not happen when we separated the proverbial wheat from the chaff, we reached out to the wonderful people down at CCSAR, Connecticut Canine Search and Rescue, and set up a massive 2-day search in the area, one of 3 searches that we did.
Okay, and did that yield any evidence?
The initial search was 2 days long. It yielded one piece of carpet from an old abandoned house. We had already had extensive background on the prior occupants of the house, so we were not really concerned we'd find anything. It was quite a distance from where Maura had vanished from, but the carpet was secured and eventually turned over to the New Hampshire State Police down at Troop B.
And he said, by the way, I want to tell you, you might hear some rumors, and I would like you to hear from me.
Instead of someone else. He said, the neighbors may talk to you, but let me tell you before they do.
And sorry to interrupt, was this taking place inside the house or outside the house?
Inside the house.
Was he awkward about it at first? Did it look like, in retrospect, he had this on his mind the whole time? And
he's hard to read.
Yeah. He's definitely hard to read.
He's hard to read.
So you're in the house, and you're upstairs.
We're downstairs by the base of the fireplace.
Okay.
Correct. And then he goes, you might hear it's rumored that a girl that went missing might have been killed in your house.
He specifically said might have been killed in your house.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What was
I started crying
right
away. But we sat in the parking lot for a couple hours and we were looking everything up, and it was just so unbelievable, and it was so flooding because there were so many things that...
Right, so on the Wikipedia, you see right away it says, that there was a search done of the A-frame house, and I'm like, wow, that's our house.
Yeah.
And then it talks about the cadaver dogs coming into the house and hitting in the house on 2 occasions. There was a couple sets of dogs, I believe, that they brought in. So I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. The cadaver dogs hit in the house, so they don't really make mistakes. I mean, 1 could. 2, most likely not. 3, definitely not. I think there might have even been 4 dogs. I don't know.
We don't know.
And both of you were in the parking lot, in the car, looking at at your phones, the history of the A-frame house.
There was 4 smartphones, like
all of you were there.
4 smart people and 4 smartphones.
Yeah. So we got back. I actually, more research. I contacted Helena Murray and offered if the family wanted to do anything with the house, any searches,
just come in,
anything, whatever do what you want. Call whoever you want. She got back to me, said, thank you very much. She'll pass on the information to Fred. I had never heard anything else. I also contacted John Healy, who is part of the League of Investigators.
Yep.
And he assured me nothing bad happened there. He wasn't there that day of the original search. I remember him telling me he was sick or something. But that they did take this carpet samples, and he said there was nothing to it or something to that effect.
There was nothing on the carpet that they gave to law enforcement. Did he know that, or he was just guessing because he never heard anything further about
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But he assured me that everything was okay and enjoy your vacation home. But there's this... You have cadaver dogs hitting in your house. Regardless of anything, they hit on dead people. Not an animal, not a squirrel, not a deer, not a person. I sprayed the luminol, and it was nighttime. We waited till it was dark. It's pretty dark downstairs anyway, and then the closet is pretty dark. But I sprayed it. He turned out the lights, so it was pitch black down there. And we looked, and holy crap, the closet was glowing. A lot on the walls, but mostly on the floor, and in the bottom right corner of the floor.
It was like a pooling.
It was absolute pooling of blood.
Or
something.
Of the luminol.
Or
The glowing
something.
of the luminol.
The glowing of the luminol is what I mean.
Right.
So, when you're taking into account that the cadaver dogs hit in that closet, they took samples, it's, using deductive reasoning, it's human blood.
Right.